booktube! My name is Elizabeth and welcome back to the Owlery. Today I'm going to be doing my weekly wrap-up for the first week of August 2016, and I read some really great books this week. I read 3 of them, 2 of which were 5-star and 1 was a 4-star. So I just had a really great reading week, and I've been a little slumpy and just not in the really reading mood the last couple of months, and so this is just re-inspired my reading drive, and I'm hoping that I can continue on reading 3 books a week because I am 5 books behind on my my Goodreads reading challenge, and it's a problem. But let's just go ahead and get started with all the books that I read this week. The first one just so happened to be The Sleeping Prince by Melinda Salisbury. This is the book that I gave 4 out of 5 stars, and this is the sequel to The Sin Eater's Daughter, which was released in February of 2015, I believe. The Sin Eater's Daughter is about Twillia, who is engaged to be married to the prince of her kingdom, but she is also the executioner because her touch is poisonous. So she is kept in a dungeon because people are afraid of her, and the only person who is actually immune to her poisonous touch is the prince that she is engaged to, supposedly because he has royal blood. And I really loved The Sin Eater's Daughter when I read it last year, so I was super excited to pick up The Sleeping Prince, although I was a little bit hesitant because The Sleeping Prince is told in a different person's perspective, not Twillia's, and I was just so upset about that. But I ended up really enjoying it. I got lots of tabbies here for things that I really enjoyed, and I actually did a live show on this yesterday with Chloe from the Brunette Bibliophile because this was our July Once Upon a Read-Along book of the month. If you would like to know my full and complete spoilery thoughts on this book, please go watch the live show. I will link it up here in the eye. But basically, I really love the world. This world has an amazingly thought out religious system, and the history of the world is just so interesting, and I feel like Melinda Salisbury does a really great job of getting character personalities across on the page, and she just writes so beautifully, and I am obsessed with her stories. I think they are just absolutely amazing. Definitely go and check out The Sin Eater's Daughter if you are interested in reading that, and pick up The Sleeping Prince afterwards because they are great underrated fantasy reads. After The Sleeping Prince, I read All We Have Left by Wendy Mills. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. This is an amazing read. It follows Aaliyah, who is a Muslim girl living in New York City on 9/11, 2001, and Jessie, who is a modern-day girl living in 2016, and her older brother died in the 9/11 Twin Tower attacks. She was only 2 when it happened, so she doesn't really remember a lot about her brother, but she's having to deal with the grief her parents suffered because of it, and kind of just being the child that they had to deal with when their son died, and she's having to deal with a lot of just insecurities and being kind of swept to the side because of her parents' grief, and it's really hard on her. Aaliyah finds herself in the Twin Towers on the morning of 9/11, and the description tells us that she is trapped in the towers with Jessie's older brother, who we know died in the Twin Tower attacks. So it just shows these 2 different teenage girls living in 2 different time periods, and Aaliyah is Muslim. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but it just gives a depth to the story, and, you know, reading a perspective of someone who's trapped in the Twin Towers after the plane hits. It's so heart-wrenching and scary, and I cried at least a half a dozen times, and I just love this story so much. I did a full and complete review on it on my blog, and I'm not sure if I can link it in the eye, but if I can, I will. If not, I will link it down in the description because this story was absolutely amazing. It comes out tomorrow, so definitely make sure you can pick yourself up a copy because it is superb, amazing writing style, and like I said, being in the perspective of somebody who's in the Twin Towers after they are attacked is just so emotional, and this was a very well written book. And finally, after I read All We Have Left by Wendy Mills, I read The Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling, Jack Thorne, and John Tiffany. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars, okay? I tabbed all of my feelings. There was a lot of them. So pink was like lovey and romance. All of those are romances except for one item that I really wanted to tab as love, so it was non-romantic love. The yellow were things that made me feel good or nostalgic. The green were things that made me feel upset or disgusted. And what's left? The blue is what makes me feel sad, and the purple is what kind of like surprised me or shocked me or something that I wasn't expecting. So As you can tell, there's lots of feelings, but tomorrow I am going to be putting up a review for this book in vlog form. So I basically read the book, and every time I had something to say about it, I would do a little vlog snippet. So I'm going to put it all together. I literally just finished this book like 5 minutes ago, but just know that I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was a really, really great book, but all of my thoughts are going to be in that vlog. Literally every couple of pages I picked it up and said something that I thought about for the book, and so I think you guys will really enjoy that. I'm really excited to edit that video and put it up for you guys. I hope that you enjoy it. I really loved The Cursed Child. Please let me know down in the comments below what you had and your thoughts are on The Cursed Child, because I'm really interested. I know a lot of people have differing opinions on this, so try not to do any spoilers because some people might not have read it in the comments, but I'd like to know what your thoughts are, or if you've reviewed this on your own channel, if you have one, link that down below too, because I don't want to miss that. I really want to watch everyone's review of this book. I'm really excited to see everyone's thoughts. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming to my weekly wrap-up. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!